Most people can't imagine ever running a marathon. Now imagine doing all 26.2 miles in a sequined outfit, sparkly makeup, and lots of tulle and a unicorn horn. Meet Yuki Chorney, otherwise known as Yuki Corn. A sprinter in high school and college, this runner didn't start going the distance until after graduation and swiftly became hooked.
I have become a marathon maniac. I love that distance. I love any distance. I just love running, just whether it's a 1-mile race or a 100-mile race.
42 marathons and 22 ultra marathons later, at the age of 51, Yuki is gearing up for her 20th Boston Marathon.
Boston gets its own medal stand because they're just glorious. They're just beautiful. They need to have their own spot.
And marathon number 20 is going to be lit.
I wanted to have the flames kind of coming up here. I wanted the dress to have, some loose like chiffon, kind of fiery looking, and to have the arm sleeves look like blue and yellow flames.
The mythical unicorn has been the symbol of the Boston Athletic Association since the 1800s. But this Mount Vernon mom didn't begin her transformation into Yuki Corn until much later. The spark was ignited when she was coaching Girls on the Run, a nonprofit with the goal of empowering and inspiring young girls through running.
So one year we were magical rainbow unicorns, and we just had a blast. This was like the biggest party, like a celebration of everything. And I just wanted to keep, why can't I do that with my own races?
So one rhinestone, one wig, and one glitter body tattoo at a time, Yuki began showing up to races in costume and turning heads.
I realized at that point what it was that really brought me happiness is to put on these costumes, and for that one moment in time, I can just forget about all my worries, all the fear, anything that I was upset about. I was just happy out there, enjoying the weather, putting on these costumes, making people smile.
Planning and creating the costumes she competes in is no sprint.
This one I wore to the Boston Marathon 2021, first one after the pandemic, so this was the, going all out. Sometimes I feel like I'm thinking about costumes and planning more than I am the training some days. Like, really, I mean, the Boston Marathon costume I started planning out like 9 months before the race. So I might purchase a semi-formal gown on Poshmark and say, let's cut this up, let's throw on some rhinestones, let's add on, glue on some pieces. And then I wore this one. This one was for my 50th birthday, for my 50K down in Clearwater.
Yuki says she does consider wearability when designing her race costumes, but is willing to sacrifice some comfort for the sake of fashion.
I wore one where there was a lot of chafing. We learn from those. We just adjust. But you just power through it and you keep smiling because you're a fairy, and if you're chafing, you just have to smile.
Race prep for Yuki certainly looks a little different than your average marathoner.
The Boston Marathon buses leave around 7 in the morning, so I have to get up around 3 in the morning to start the process. There have been some races where I've been so busy preparing and doing the hair and makeup, I forgot to eat breakfast, which is not good if it's a marathon.
Yuki ran and dressed up for dozens of races this year, but she says none are as dear to her as the Boston Marathon.
My first Boston Marathon was 1998 with my dad. He was running it, and it was going to be my first year, and we decided we were going to run the whole thing together from start to finish.
The Boston experience has changed for her over the years, from seeking personal bests to soaking in the experience.
So this year being the 10th anniversary of the bombings, of course that's on everybody's mind. And I remember that day it was my best Boston Marathon. It was the fastest I had ever done in my whole entire life. And then tragedy struck. It was horrific. And all of a sudden I was like, who cares about your PR, Yuki? Like, really, that's not important. But literally minutes before that, it was all that I cared about.
It wasn't long after that Yuki began hitting Heartbreak Hill and leaving a trail of glitter behind her.
Let's just go have some fun. Let's put on this glittery tiara and start high-fiving everyone that you can possibly find on the course. So that's when I started doing that. I finally felt like I am that Boston Marathon unicorn now. I get it. And when I see, people on the course, whether it's other runners or spectators, and I see them kind of light up and smile, and I feel like, you know what? Okay. I did something. I made someone smile today.
Her dad, no longer racing by her side, cheers her on along the route with the rest of her family.
I never want that day to end. It's the whole day. It's from the minute I wake up. I almost don't even want to go to the finish line because I know that once I cross the finish line, it's back to reality.
Proving unicorns are ageless. Yuki says number 20 will be sweet, but she doesn't think it will be her last.
So I will keep doing it as long as I will continue to be there. I don't know how many more years. I would love to do 10 more of them.